We'll see.
Next question or comment first is, hi, Bradley, Marco, Semantic Master team. Congrats on your 5 years Hump Day Hangouts. Thank you. We appreciate that. Then his question is, what do you recommend on Google My Business setting up for a business that has reps in other countries? For example, one in the US, other in Canada and Indonesia. Do we set up a separate GMB account based on the country? So there will be 3 GMB accounts, or is 1 GMB sufficient? This business provides, well, I mean, if you have like an office location or call center location or whatever in each of those 3 countries, I would set up a separate GMB for each, right? I'm assuming as long as you don't have overlap or the same data, NAP data, well, your physical address would obviously be different. The name might be the same, which is okay, but you should have, and in fact, you could even put a modifier in the name, right? So it could be, for example, your company name, US or USA or America or something like that, your company name Canada. If you wanted to put that sort of a modifier in, you could do that. But even if it just has the exact same name, that's perfectly okay, as long as your physical address is unique for each location. A phone number should be unique as well, which I'm assuming it would be, because they're going to be different type of country codes, right? So different types of phone numbers. And then preferably you also have a different landing page, like it could be a different domain altogether, or it could be on the same domain, but a separate, location page for the website URL for each one of the GMBs. Other than that, there's no reason why you can't. And I would recommend that you would actually have a separate GMB for each location, provided that your NAP data is unique for each location, except for perhaps the name itself. So, any other comment?
Yeah, I would say get the adult diapers out, because this is a depends question. It depends. What you need to do first is go and see whether your keyword set triggers a 3-pack. Are you targeting local? Is your local smaller than the US, the country, or Canada? Because you can target like US and Canada. You can target Indonesia without needing to target through a GMB. GMBs should be used when you're trying to hit local, or when you're trying to form a corporate entity. But other than, and that's if you're going to be in other cities, in Canada, the US, or Indonesia. Because if not, then there's really no reason. Go look at the terms of service for a Google My Business listing and for a verified map. What reason would there be for you to get a GMB if your keyword set doesn't trigger a 3-pack? It makes absolutely no sense. You'd be better off going after, and this is triggering a knowledge panel, so that you become the entity for the keyword, right? So that your brand becomes so closely related to the keyword, so that it actually becomes part of the keyword set. That's what I'd go after, rather than worrying about getting a Google My Business listing.
Except that it's another entity asset. Right?
It could be, but it can also be produced through the knowledge panel, right? Triggering a knowledge panel.